Hey y'all, so this is going to be your ab workout. We're going to do all of this to help you mainly focus on your lower abdominal muscles. That's typically where most of us ladies have trouble with. And so one thing I want to talk about is if you often walk around sucking in your gut, I want you to stop doing that. That is not good. That actually causes us to grip our upper and middle abdominal muscles, and our lower abdominal muscles just pretty much don't get a contraction with that. So that causes that lower belly pooch. So if we can correct that, then that will be great. Okay, so if I'm walking around and I'm going and I'm sucking in to where you see ribs and you're gripping up here, but down here it's just pooching, then that's not doing you any good. So you just want to let yourself relax, just walking around and stuff like that. If you find that pants being up around your waistband causes you to do that, then you might want to get pants that are a little bit more loose, maybe not so tight, or maybe come down a little bit lower. So that you are not drawing in your belly button throughout the day. Okay, so as we're doing these exercises, I want you to focus on getting a nice deep breath down into your rib cage and down into your belly. If you sing, you probably already know how to do this. It's called diaphragm breathing. We want the diaphragm to go down and spread out and be able to expand, and we can't do that if our rib cage is not moving. So skin roll, if you're not getting a lot of, you just grab your skin and roll up and down, sideways, if you're not getting a lot of mobility in your rib cage, okay? So I don't want to waste a lot of your time listening to me talk. I want to get right into the exercises, but I want you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose. You see a lot of expansion through here in my tummy, and then I'm going to exhale. Okay, so you almost feel like you're going to cough whenever you're exhaling because you're exhaling every bit of air out. If you notice, I didn't breathe like this. And my chest goes up and my shoulders go up. That's not what happened. Breathe down into your rib cage and your belly. Get a lot of expansion, and when you exhale, your rib cage closes and your belly is going to flatten and contract. You think from the air's coming from the basement all the way up to the top floor. And just with that, you should feel your lower abdominals getting a lot of work. Okay, so we're gonna start out with some hands and knee breathing. Now, you might see this in yoga, if you're familiar with yoga. So your hands are going to be directly underneath your shoulders, and your knees, you want to be under your hips. You're going to tuck your toes. I want you to think about lengthening your head like a turtle coming out of a shell. So you lengthen from the back of your neck, head going towards the opposite side of the room, and you are going to arch your back as much as you can without squeezing your booty, okay? The muscles that should be helping you to arch are your lower abdominal muscles. Now, in this position, you are going to breathe into your back as much as you can, getting back expansion. So you're going to breathe in and exhale. You should feel that, the lower abdominals. Breathe in again. Exhaling. Nice deep breath in for 3 more inhales. take a little bit of a break. All right, if you feel like you're not really getting a lot of good lower abdominal activation, I want you to try to arch your back even more, okay? Try to get your shoulders out of the exercise and think about the shoulders need to be down, okay, away from your ears. If you have trouble with your wrist at all, you can go into a fist. And we're gonna go for 2 more inhales. Arch your back up. Nice deep breath into your back. And exhale. Inhaling and exhale again. Okay, take a break from being on your hands and knees, and I want you to go down to the floor and lay on your back. And we're gonna do dead bugs. Now I'm gonna show you some ways to modify. I'm gonna do the advanced version, but I'm gonna show you first how you can modify this. So, you can do this just with lower body, extending your head. So think of that chin retraction, lengthening from the back of your neck, crown of the head's trying to go to the opposite side of the room, like there's a string pulling. Nice deep breath into the floor and expanding your belly. Initiate that exhale. Drop the heel down to the floor. Okay, that right there might be a challenge for a lot of you. So if it is, stay with this exercise. If you feel any abdominal pressure, like discomfort, or if you notice you have doming, which means your abdominal muscles are like rounding up and not flattening down with that exercise, then I want you to start with your feet on the floor, and you're gonna go breathe in and exhale and march up, keeping that abdominal brace while you exhale, and march your knees up and down. Very controlled. You're using your abdominal muscles to do that, not just marching up and using your legs and your hip flexors, okay? All right, here's the advanced movement. Arms and legs are up. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend, flattening the tummy as you go out. And you do not see my back arching up off of the floor. So we're going to continue to do this. I might be talking, but I want you to get a nice deep breath in and exhale while you're doing the movement, and concentrate on if your back is trying to lift up or not, because you don't want that, and you don't want bulging going on with your abdominal muscles, okay? You want them to be nice and flat and control while you're doing this. If you're just doing the lower body, that's fine. You can work up to this. And we're gonna rest here. You can bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a rest. And then we're gonna roll over. So anytime you're on your back, I want you to roll to the side and come up from the floor. I don't want you to do this, because what that's doing is it's causing you to put pressure down on your pelvic floor, and you're rounding out your back and causing your abdominal muscles to bulge while you're doing that. So you roll to the side and come up. It's a lot better for you to do it that way, okay? We're gonna do a side plank here. There are a ton of variations to doing this. If you need to, you can do it at an inclined level. So, like if I have my forearm here, and I can do my bottom leg, my bottom knee bent, and hold, breathing into the rib cage that's on facing the floor. You breathe in, exhale. You should feel it in your obliques. If you don't feel anything at that point, then what you want to do is you want your feet, both feet straight, and hold at this level, okay? You can do it higher up. You can do it on the wall. You can do it on a couch, a table, anything. As long as you feel your obliques working right here, okay? Now, I'm going to come down on the floor. Forearm, elbow is right underneath my shoulder, keeping my head in alignment. I'm going to have my knee bent, and my top leg is straight, and we are going to hold one way. You guys do this while I'm talking. Nice deep breath in, expanding in the rib cage. You want to exhale. Activation with the lower abdominals, but you should mainly feel this in your obliques. If you're feeling a lot of your back, make sure your belly button lines up to the center of your chest, and it's not like your shoulder way back and your belly button's here, but your belly button more lines up with the part of your chest that's closer to the floor. Bring those hips forward. Make sure your shoulders are stacked and your hips are stacked. Everything needs to be lined up, and we're holding here. If you feel like this is not a challenge to hold, then I want you to come up with both feet, or, sorry, I keep hitting the door stopper, or stack it, okay? So you can hold that, all right? And we're just gonna hold this side plank. It's important that we work all of the muscles in our abdominals, all of our abdominal muscles, and not just do sit-ups and crunches, because those only work those forward flexion abdominal muscles. All right, we're gonna come down here. So we're gonna switch sides because we want it to be even. Now I'm gonna come up. We're basically testing to see how many inhales and exhales you can do on each side. Are they even? Can you hold it for the same amount of time? Okay, do you need to work on one side more than the other to get them equal? All right, so we push our hips up. Make sure that elbow's underneath your shoulder, head is in alignment. We're not looking down like this. Nice deep breath into the rib cage. And exhale. And drop down. Okay, so that was 5 breaths. If you were watching me, you might have noticed that I shifted my hips forward a little bit. That's because I started to feel my back engage while I was doing that, and more than my obliques. So I went ahead and shifted my hips forward a little bit because I know that that takes my back out of that exercise, okay? All right, so what I want to do next is we're going to work on all of the lower abdominals that attach at the hips, and legs are going to be straight. Nice deep breath in, arms are overhead, and you are going to Exhale before you lift up. So nice deep breath in here. Exhale. Lifting your head, shoulders, shoulder blades up off the floor as you exhale. Another inhale. Flattening down the abdominal muscles as you exhale. Lower down. Okay, you may have felt like the front of your neck might have started to get shaky, or was kind of hurting a little bit or something. We've got to work on building those neck muscles up. So if you feel like it's a strain, if you can do it while you're doing your exhale, you can press the top of the tongue, press your tongue up to the roof of your mouth, and that will help to relax those muscles a little bit. But that's just something that comes with forward head posture. We're not really using those forward neck muscles, so we need to strengthen those neck muscles, okay? We're gonna do that a couple more breaths to gain that strength. So legs are straight, arms are overhead in a prayer position, and you get a nice deep breath in. And exhale, lift. Another deep breath in. And lower down. If you need to lower down in between those inhales and exhales, that's fine too, okay? All right, so we're gonna go into a bridge. I want your feet as close to your booty as you can get it. So if you need to scoot forward, do that, bring them in. If you need to, you should feel more of a stretch in your quads by doing a bridge like this. You're still going to lengthen from the back of the neck, having that chin retraction. Nice deep breath in to your rib cage and your belly, feeling that expansion into the floor. I want you to exhale, push your hips up and tilt your pelvis towards your head, okay? As you keep exhaling, relax your shoulders, keep exhaling. You should feel that lower abdominal activation right inside the hip bones right there. And lower back down. Nice deep breath again. Exhale. In that position, I want you to inhale and then exhale. Lower back down. Give your booty a little bit of a break. If you feel like your shoulders are trying to activate, I want you to try to relax them, because while you're exhaling, you might have a tendency to bring your shoulders forward, okay? And you want to try to stop that. All right, we're going to do that a couple more times. I want a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Push up. Pelvis tilted towards your head. Another nice deep breath. Exhale. And lower down. Roll to the side. We're going to come up, and I'm going to show you how to do a modified forward plank. Forward planks are good for you to do. Now, if you need to be up and do it on a wall or do it on the couch or a table, that is how you're going to modify it instead of coming down to the floor. But what you're going to do is you want your knees down. You see how my back is flat, my butt is in alignment with my head and my back. My butt's not up here. My back's not rounded. Shoulder blades are back. My pelvis is tilted forward. Squeeze my booty. Lengthening from the back of the neck. Nice deep breath into your back. And exhale. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Keep squeezing your booty. And you can break. All right, so what I mean for those of you who might need to modify even more is to go up on a surface like this. You can have your knees down if you need to lean into it. You're gonna give yourself a nice straight spine. No butt sticking out. Tilt that pelvis forward. Always squeeze your booty and head stays up, and you can hold that. You can stand and be up on a wall and do that as well until you can work down to lower surfaces. All right, that was a modified version. Even for me, that's challenging, okay? Now, you can go into a full plank like this and hold it and make sure you're squeezing your booty and getting those nice deep breaths. So if you need that challenge, you can do that. You can drop a knee, bring it up, drop the other knee, and bring it up. Make sure you're continuing to tilt your pelvis. You can drop your knees, straighten one, and do the reverse of that. Okay, so I'm just kind of going through some different exercises for you guys to do. All right, so here, what we're gonna do is you're gonna be on your booty. Fingertips are facing your booty. Nice straight spine. Think about lengthening from the back of the head. Feet come up off the floor. You're going to inhale. Exhale. Extend one leg. Bring it back in. Keep that exhale going. Extend. I don't want you to come out of this to breathe. I want you to get your inhale again and exhale and keep moving. Try to pay attention to what your abdominal muscles are doing. If you see any pooching out, doming, bulging, any of that kind of stuff. And rest. Goodness. Okay. So, we're going to do another side plank. This time we're going to add a little bit of a dip. If you have trouble doing the dip, I just want you to hold, okay? So you can have knees bent, elbow underneath your shoulder. You're going to come up, okay, and hold. And so you can hold there if you want to take this up a notch. And get your nice deep breath in. Exhale. Dip those hips down, bring it back up. You should feel that right through here. As you're lifting, your obliques are doing that work. Okay, and rest. We're going to the other side. Elbow right underneath your shoulders. Your knees might be a little bit in front of you, but whenever you push your hips up, they come up. Everything's in alignment. Head is in alignment. Nice deep breath in. And start your exhale. Dip your hips down and come back up. Keep exhaling. One more. And take a breather. Okay. Now, I don't do any kind of crunches or sit-ups or any of that kind of stuff because that's typically, we're not working those deep transverse abdominal muscles that we want to work to get a nice and strong corset like abdominals that draw everything in, okay? So we're gonna come down to the floor. Again, bring your feet close because you want your fingertips to be able to go towards your shoes, all right? You're gonna get a nice deep breath in. Don't let your chin poke up towards the ceiling. Think of lengthening from the back of the neck. Nice deep breath in for me. And exhale. Shoulder blades and head come off the floor. You're still lengthening from the back of the neck, and you're going to go side to side. A little bit of a rotation. And you can lower down. If you needed to take a break anytime through that, just go ahead and lower down. Let your muscles get a little bit of a break, and then get your nice deep breath in again and raise back up and keep on going until it's time to stop, okay? Now, we are gonna work on some leg raises, okay? You may be where you might be here doing marches, so that's fine if that's where you're at. You don't want a lot of rotation in the hips going to the side like that. You're gonna lengthen if you can. Do legs straight out. So I'm gonna show you. There's a little bit of an arch in my back. I'm gonna maintain that arch. I'm not gonna flatten my back down to the floor. I'm going to lengthen from the back of the neck, get a nice deep breath in, and start my exhale. I'm going to lift my head up off the floor just a little bit, and I am raising my leg, okay? Not a lot of rotation going on here with my hips, and in fact, I can feel those muscles contract as I lift my leg up off the floor. Nice deep breath in. Go ahead and lower your head, get a little bit of a break. Another nice deep breath. And exhale. And rest. Wonderful job. So if you were here doing marches, that's completely fine. We need to get you strong enough to where you can take those legs out a little bit more and lengthening, okay? To where you get to where you can do a leg lift with your legs straight. All right? So that's it for today for your abdominal workout. Hope you got a nice, good challenge out of it. We're not going to work abdominal muscles every single day. We're just going to do every other day if you want to add it on, or just do it whenever you feel like it. Guys, have an awesome day.